Robbery in public gone wrong.
Options: admit you were trying to rob him and run, or date him.
Rob his heart.
Looking cool, Joker.
You'll never see it coming.
You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes.
Or feel him coming.
Run expected persona. Next.
A clever cat attack.
What if we used one of our brains?
I would have 73 more anxiety.
Are suicide bywords?
Wouldn't we all?
Some of us might be able to construct a proper sentence.
Inception 21.
It's over, Catechin. I've got the high ground. You underestimate my power. Next.
Posing for a photo.
Man, I thought there was a glass barrier between the guy and the cat.
That was the unexpected?
I think we get a double unexpected. The intentional one was him turning around and playing with the panther, and the unintentional one was that there was no glass barrier, but it looks like it because the camera is behind glass.
I almost killed the wrong man.
From Murder Machine to JK in 0.69 of a second.
Lol, that big ass cat was like, ooh, you got me, ooey hooey, next time.
Renanana noise. Next.
Unusual room construction.
You wanna get kicked in the face? 'Cause that's how you get kicked in the face.
Face noises.
My heart rate did a little zoop.
I dropped my phone, you fucker.
Is unexpected.
I thought it was a funny unexpected, not a choke and drop your phone unexpected.
Yeah, we were all warned. Next.
Just a little bit off the top.
What sorta bet do you think he lost?
All of them.
Including ones he didn't take.
I would NT pay for that either.
I liked him better when he just smashed watermelons.
Is that better than coconuts?
Wow, that's good. Next.
Books.
I want to jump in it.
I wanted to until I saw the depth.
There is no depth, it's floor level.
Oh damn, it suddenly became so much less cool.
What? Really? How are you so sure? Wow.
You can see the edges of the mirror on the bottom left, and the phone's reflection dead center on the bottom.
Exactly, then what's the point? Next.
Great parenting.
Casually kills loudest of children.
You need your exercise.
The spinning god demands blood.
Then eats it for nutrition and the energy to keep running non-stop.
Why the heck won't my dumbass newborn baby run?
Must be the vaccines.
Jesus, this made me snort and spit my drink out. Thank you for joining us, Lena. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you for having me, Stacy.
And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Now you're going to hear a poem. On parting, the kiss, dear maid. Thy lip has left, shall never part from mine, till happier hours restore the gift, untainted back to thine. Thy parting glance, which fondly beams, an equal love may see, the tear that from thing eyelid streams, can weep no change in me. I ask no pledge to make me blessed, in gazing when alone, nor one memorial for a breast, whose thoughts are all thine own, nor need I write to tell the tale, my pen were doubly weak. Oh, what can idle words avail, unless the heart could speak, by day or night, in weal or woe, that heart, no longer free, must bear the love it cannot show, and silent ache for thee. March. The chain I gave from the Turkish, the chain I gave was fair to view, the lute I added sweet in sound, the heart that offered both was true, and ill-deserved the fate it found. These gifts were charmed by secret spell, thy truth in absence to divine, and they have done their duty well. Alas, they could not teach the thine. That chain was firm in every link, but not to bear a stranger's touch. That lute was sweet, till thou couldst think, in other hands its notes were such. Let him who from thy neck unbound, the chain which shivered in his grasp, who saw that lute refuse to sound, restring the chords, renew the clasp. When thou wert changed, they altered too, the chain is broke, the music mute, 'tis past, to them and thee adieu, false heart, frail chain, and silent lute. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. Let's have a look at some artworks. The Vision of the Blessed Hermann Joseph, or the mystical engagement of the Blessed Hermann Joseph to the Virgin Mary, is a 1629–30 painting by the Flemish Baroque painter Anthony van Dyck. The painting depicts Hermann Joseph, a Premonstratensian canon and priest from the Cologne region. He had a devotion to the Virgin Mary and, according to legend, had several visions of her during his lifetime. The painting shows one of these, in which he was joined in a mystic marriage to her and received the name Joseph after her spouse Saint Joseph. It is now in the Kunsthistorisches Museum in Vienna. The painting was one of several commissioned from Van Dyck by the Jesuit sodality in Antwerp, of which he had become a member in 1628. It seems to have been influenced by the Vision of Saint Francis Xavier by the Antwerp painter Gerard Segers and by Rubens's Saint Teresa of Avila's Vision of the Holy Spirit. Van Dyck had been working as Rubens' studio assistant and pupil since returning to Antwerp in 1627 after 8 years in Italy, including work on a series of paintings for Saint Carolus Borromeus Church. When Will You Marry? French, Quand te maries tu? Tahitian, Nafia Faa Ipoipo, is an oil painting from 1892 by the French post-impressionist artist Paul Gauguin. On loan to the Kunstmuseum in Basel, Switzerland for nearly a half-century, it was sold privately by the family of Rudolf Stachelin to Sheikha al-Mayasa bint Hamid al-Thani, in February 2015 for close to US $210 million, £155 million, one of the highest prices ever paid for a work of art. The painting was on exhibition at the Fondation Bayler, Rien, until 28 June 2015. Gauguin traveled to Tahiti for the first time in 1891. His hope was to find an Edenic paradise where he could create pure, primitive art, rather than the primitivist faux works being turned out by painters in France. Upon arrival, he found that Tahiti was not as he imagined it. It had been colonized in the 18th century, and at least two-thirds of the indigenous people of the island had been killed by diseases brought by Europeans. Primitive culture had been wiped out. Despite this, he painted many pictures of native women, nude, dressed in traditional Tahitian clothes, and dressed in Western-style dresses, as is the rear figure in When Will You Marry? The front and middle ground are built up in areas of green, yellow and blue. A traditionally dressed young woman has settled on the threshold between the front and middle ground. Richard Field suggests the white tiara flower behind her left ear indicates she is seeking a husband. Behind her a second figure in a high-necked Western-style dress sits erectly. We'll be right back after these messages.